Hey everyone, it's Josiah from Journey with Josiah, coming to you from the world's busiest airport here in Atlanta, Georgia. This morning I'm heading north to Detroit and I'll be flying with Atlanta's hometown airline, Delta. My flight, DL352, is being operated by a new 8-month-old Airbus A321 delivered to Delta in November of 2021. This is one of Delta's largest short-haul planes, which is appropriate for the Atlanta to Detroit route as they are both major Delta hubs. Boarding is done in organized groups, something that I found common in the United States that European airlines seem to struggle with. I would like to touch briefly on my transfer experience in Atlanta. I had an hour between both of my flights, which gave me plenty of time to board an underground train that took me to another terminal. I find the signage in the airport easy to follow, and there were plenty of Delta staff around able to assist lost passengers. Those of you who had followed me know that I'm actually more of a frequent traveler with United and the Star Alliance, but I chose Delta for this route because they flew a non-stop flight from my airport in Pennsylvania to Detroit. Unfortunately, a few months before this flight, I was emailed that they would not be operating that direct flight on the day that I needed to fly. They automatically rebooked me for free on this route via Atlanta, and obviously did their best to get me in Detroit as early as possible. So I was very satisfied with their handling of the situation. Up at the front of the plane, Delta's A321s have 20 recliner seats in first class. This is followed by 29 Delta Comfort Plus seats, which are economy seats with extra legroom. I'm sitting in seat 31A, a window seat towards the back of the plane. Each seat is comfortably padded and is equipped with a very nice headrest. It's a big upgrade over something you would find on Spirit or Frontier. Delta has their A321 cabins in a 3-3 configuration. Here's a little bit of a closer look at the seat. You'll find an entertainment screen with an audio and a USB port. The tray table is here. And then there's a seat back pocket, which is quite large and contains an air sickness bag and a safety card. The seat pitch is 31 inches. I'm 6 foot for reference. I found it to be pretty good. There's also a recline, pretty average, nothing extraordinary. In the overhead panel, there's call buttons, reading lights, and individual air fans. Here's a brief look at the entertainment. There's over 100 movies available, so you're bound to find something that'll entertain you on a short flight like this. There's also live TV and lots of music from Spotify. I have to say, I like how Delta has been so creative with their entertainment options. Most airlines only have movies and TV shows, and they're over here with music and games and menus, so I'm very impressed. Each row also has 2 universal power outlets and 2 more USB ports by your feet. If one thing's clear, it's that Delta certainly hasn't slacked keeping their planes modern. The flight up to Detroit takes us 722 miles over a 2-hour flight duration. After takeoff, the in-flight Wi-Fi is available, which you can connect to like a normal Wi-Fi. What's nice is that Delta offers text messaging for free, and for everything else it's only $5 a flight. This is really cheap compared to what you'll get in Europe for sure. And it's worth noting that if you're trying to choose between the 3 major airlines in the US, only Delta and United provide free texting. The in-flight service didn't start until an hour later because of bad turbulence. The crew did warn us that because time was running out, some people might not get served. Delta offers a variety of snacks and free soft drinks and juices on this flight. I went with tomato juice in the form of Bloody Mary mints and some almonds. Turns out that I was in one of the last rows served because of the turbulence delay. Not 3 minutes after, we were already beginning our descent into Detroit. Let me now go over my thoughts on Delta's A321 economy on a flight from Atlanta to Detroit. I had a very good experience overall. It's obvious that Delta works very hard to make Atlanta, despite its size, a very easy airport to transfer through. My experience there was smooth and directions were easy to follow. I personally like it better than Chicago's O'Hare, which I usually transfer through. Once on board, I was welcomed by a good crew and a pretty good seat. Delta's larger planes, like the A321, provide a lot better comfort than their smaller, especially regional planes. In your bookings, I would definitely recommend getting flights on these larger planes. The entertainment was quite good, pretty much the same that you would find on American and United. I will say that if you choose Delta, you're much more likely to get a modern refurbished plane than the aforementioned airlines, but their competitors are slowly but surely catching up to this standard. The free testing that was provided was amazing and definitely something I partook in. It was great to have free snacks and drinks as well. I appreciate how apologetic the crew were with the turbulence's delays on the service. It was also nice to get multiple updates from the captain on the situation as well. Overall, I think Delta has definitely established itself as the best airline in the US. I found nothing wrong with them and will most definitely be choosing them again. Unfortunately, at this point my lovely camera decided to freeze, so I was unable to film the rest of the landing. Sorry about that. Nonetheless, thank you very much for watching this video. I know it's been a while since I posted one, but it's great to be back. I'll write and pin a comment with a more further explanation of what I've been up to and some of my thoughts on the future of this channel, so be sure to scroll down to read that. I'll see you all in the next one. This is Journeying with Josiah. Take care, God bless, and keep flying.